Hello, guys. It's Mikkel Stancil again. StancilsStudios, DMV's Artroom. We have another artist here, but before I get to that, please subscribe. It helps the artist out. It helps get artwork out to the world. Like and leave a comment. Doing those three things will get you entered into a contest where you can win. It will be a copy, but it'll be a signed autographed copy of some of my work and possibly some of the artists that we're interviewing. Right? Besides that, let's have some fun. I want you guys to meet. I'm here. I always have the person say their name. Here's our next artist. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Melissa Littleton, and I go by the name of llyeanora, which is my middle name. However, it does have 3 L's. It is LLLEANORA, and I'm excited to be here today. Oh, and happy Mother's
Say it again.
I said, oh, and happy Mother's Day to the mothers.
Yes, that's another thing. Happy Mother's Day. I have the most giving. She raised me by herself, so I think I'm a pretty good person. And the person that I'm interviewing is a mommy, and the kids seem to love mommy, so she's got to be doing a good job. So outside of that, look at the artwork behind her.
Yes, here's 1 and here's 2.
Incredible, incredible. So we all know why we're here. Let's get started. Okay, we've already discussed the ways to find you, but what are the things you like to draw?
I'm sorry?
What are your favorite things to draw or paint?
I do enjoy actually painting faceless people because it I guess broadens the identity of that piece. I feel like when you put a face to a painting, it limits the features of the individual because you have a face. You have the eyes and nose, but when they're faceless, it can be anybody. So that's what I really enjoy painting. That's what I started painting at first because it was like really a weakness of mine to paint faces.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How old were you when you realized you had this gift to be able to make art?
I think I've been doing art for a long time, but like I feel like on this level, maybe about 5 years.
Cool. How did you learn to do art? Stumble onto it, or was it a taught thing, or just like, wow, I can do this?
I would say in going to school, elementary school into high school, it was something I did for homework, but then it was something I really stumbled upon. I went to high school my last semester. Good. My last semester. Thank you. I had to fill up my schedule with a bunch of extracurricular activities, and I filled one of the periods with an art class. Okay. And I just surprised myself, I guess.
And hopefully now it's surprising the world.
Thank you.
Now she doesn't have it up there now because I do believe the original piece sold. The 3 women.
Well, I actually still have them. I was going to mail them off to her on a later date, but I still have them.
Are they already boxed up?
No, they're not boxed up yet.
Oh, see, this is mandatory. Before we leave this interview, you have to put that on the camera. You have.
Okay.
Now, what is art to you? If somebody asked, you gave a definition of art that made you start. What is art to you?
It's a gift. I just believe it's something that's been given to just be an outlet to express who we are as individuals.
Okay.
On whatever level, because anything is on, from a level of, it can seem as a beginner level to an expert level, but my excellence and your level of excellence is still excellence. So that's what I believe art is. It's a gift.
And I guess depending on the perspective, how the person is viewing it. So that, yes, that's a great answer. Great answer.
Thank-
Outside, because I know your children are probably one. I'm with the interviews I've done, money doesn't really uh, fulfill what I'm about to ask. With me, the majority of the time, if I'm doing a portrait of someone, this is my grandmother. She helped raise me. Um, she put my mom through school. All the emotion goes up. So the question is, what do you use for inspiration?
Um, a lot of times I just kind of use my life or sometimes how I'm feeling. It's funny because there will be times where painting intimidates me, where I feel like,
Really?
you know, yeah, I can't execute these things. So when I'm finished executing it, I'm actually blown away myself, to be honest with you. It's really weird. But I would say, other artists inspire me, but I was really thinking about that question last night, and I
Hmm.
was inspires me because I call myself a God-inspired artist.
Wow.
Just like, the Bible says that the word is God-inspired or God-breathed. I just really say that because this is, like I said, it's really, I can't put it into words. Like, I just didn't know that this was in me. So
Wow. Wow.
he
You just put it
inspires
in the words. You just put it in the words.
me.
Um, what is the hardest thing for you to paint?
Faces
Faces. I knew she was going to say that. She
and
answered part of it.
people, everything. It like, yeah, faces, hands, bodies, feet,
Really?
ears. Yep.
Okay, okay. Now, a lot of people, like my mom had a brother. He's my uncle. I think I
Mm-hmm.
was 2 years old when he passed. When he could have a conversation with you like we're doing now, and then 2 days later, take a pencil and draw a picture, look just like you from memory.
Wow.
Now, it blew me away from, and I saw some of his work. Obviously, older, he was already gone. My mom painted murals on people's walls, but it was after her brother passed that she realized she could do it. My brother would do buildings and landscapes and sculptures. I do people, but each person can't do what the other person can do as well. But my
Mm-hmm.
uncle could do all of it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking you this because my next question is it hard to teach people art, or do you feel like it's something, a seed that's in them that needs to be nurtured and it blooms afterwards?
For me, I would say it's hard for me to teach people art because I'm still learning as well.
Oh, come on now.
I'm so serious. So if we're like um paint classes and I just kind of just go off of basics of how I, would blend in my time of learning and just kind of creating techniques or learning different techniques that I've seen other people do. But for me, yes, if I were to tell somebody, well, this is what you do, you shade here, you shade there. Do you see the light is coming from this angle? So you want to make sure you're shadowing or whatever. Like,
Hmm. That's too structured. You agree?
I would say, um, not in a bad way, or yeah, I would say it's structured or too structured for somebody that's learning. Like, for example, my son or my daughter, I just kind of let them go for it. So, when it comes to, I guess, teaching kids,
Right.
I try to encourage them not to be correct about it, just expressing themselves. But when it comes
Correct
to,
about it?
yeah, so I did a painting where the light was coming on an angle, but I had there being a shadow on a vase when there should be
Okay.
light. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Right.
It should be on the bottom. I put the shadowing on the top.
Right.
Kids, I just kind of just
Hmm.
do it.
Okay. Great
Mm-hmm.
answer. Ah, if not art, what would you be doing? If you
I would.
couldn't art at all, it's
You
not
said
in you. What would
art?
Yeah, no, if you had no artistic ability to draw or paint, what would you be doing?
Probably teaching or one of my other gifts.
What's the other gift?
I sing. So, or do that, or I would.
You wait, whoa, pause, time out. That was a foul. You sing.
Yes.
Oh, I don't hear anybody here. Is there any way we could we've never had anybody sing on the show yet. Is there any way
Oh,
we can pull a tooth or two to get you to throw out a couple of notes?
no, you don't have to pull a tooth.
Okay.
Yeah, we need everybody to have their one of the elders at my church, all 97 teeth.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
We gonna hear a note or two, maybe?
Oh, you're trying to do that right now. Okay. Let me think. Okay, so this is the song that was in my head, so I'm just gonna sing it. Oh, the glory of your presence, we your temple, give you reverence. So arise from your rest and be blessed by your praise as we glory in your embrace, as your presence now fills this place. Hallelujah.
Are you serious right now? See, that's cheating, because I would have reread the question. If not painting and singing, what would you be doing now? That's cheating. You had another one in your hat. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
There she is.
So I'd probably be teaching.
I understand why now. I understand why.
Yes.
Okay, who is your favorite artist outside of yourself?
Well, okay. So before I knew who he was, I remembered kind of seeing his artwork on Marvin Gaye's album. And I just loved like the lanky art of his work. So I just found out what his name was. And okay, I just forgot it, but I think it's Ernie. Is it Ernie?
But if once you said Marvin Gaye, you could say Good Times, all that
Yes.
Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show. Yeah.
Yes, I love everything. I love how his art looks like it's playing music for some reason, or like they're dancing. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I love how he like is dramatic about how long they are. Just the details and the arms and the legs. I love it.
Excellent, excellent. And
I'm still learning other artists as well.
Excellent, excellent. You kind of almost got into the next question. What's on your playlist? What music do you play when you're painting, or do you even play music? Is something going on else around you?
Yes, it's always worship music, because I feel like outside of it, it's hard to execute. So I have to like go into my zone of just really allowing Holy Spirit to let me know what to do.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I can understand that. Getting close to this now. Again, where can people find you? Do you have a website? I know you have Instagram. That's how I found you.
Yes, so I'm greatly appreciative of that. But my website, once it's up and running, it's going to be llyeanora.com. So again, the spelling is LLLEANORA, llyeanora.com. And then you can find me on Instagram. It's llyeanora as well. On Facebook, you can find me under Melissa Littleton. And yeah, so I'm hoping that this blows up for you. I'm really...
to be honest with you, this is really not about me. I do art. That's my Kobe in the background. But this platform, it's really not about me. I'm trying to find as many artists I can to bring along with, because if God willing something with my art takes off, I don't want to be there by myself. I want to have like people with me that are willing to help out people to get something else started. But to the people that are watching, I have to say this. Right? I was on someone else's page that was making a comment about her art piece. I was on someone else's, and to be honest, I couldn't even tell you who that person was now or whose page it was. But it was llyeanora's art. When I clicked it, I'm like, oh my God. And it just, I'm like, I started to walk away and said, no, let me reach out. This is what we're trying to do. She immediately responded back, open-hearted. I mean, with a breath of, it was a beautiful day, but an extra breath of sunshine. I'm like, she's really nice. Hit it off real cool. But that's not the funny part. She goes by her middle name, so do I. I ran into 3 different scenarios that was leading me to know I'm doing the right thing, because his name Joe kept popping up when I thought, you know, this could be possible. And it's every time it's a Joe, somebody named Joe, somebody, and it's taken off. And ironically, I'll let her tell you, she has
you were breaking up.
Uh-oh. Could you hear anything that I said?
I heard the name Joe.
Okay. I'll say it again. When I ran into llyeanora, we both were out by our middle names, which was coincidental enough, and how I found her art piece through someone else liking it. But the fact that 3 situations the name Joe I ran in contact with to show that I was doing the right thing. And it had to do with a Joe that was starting this process out. She, in turn, has the name Joe surrounded in her world as well. So once I figured that out in art, I knew, hey, we got to do this. And I'm so glad that we did. So glad we did. Last thing is, do you take orders, contract orders, like somebody give you an idea what they want? And you can also do that as well.
Yes, so commissions, I have been taking commissions, yes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, again, I appreciate your time. Hopefully the people that are watching are going to love your artwork. I can't see. Can you slide a little bit to your right?
Okay, so my right is this way.
That's right, right. Look at that.
And I'm sitting, I'm relaxed. So this is my queen piece. I don't know if you guys can see her.
Yes.
I said she was supposed to be me, but then I just kind of gave up on like trying to drum. But friend here, I love her. This was like one of my largest pieces that I did. I actually started her like over a year ago, and I just finished because she intimidated me. And then this one I did because my family's Jamaican West Indian. So I did my Jamaica girl here. If you guys can see her. Oh, wow. She's like awesome. So she has the Jamaican flag in the background.
Yes.
And then the hummingbird over here in the corner, which is like, I love her too. Can you see that?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's about it.
For sale?
I'm sorry?
Would you part with these items?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm not just yet. So yes, once I you know, continue with building my foundation, digging my foundation and establishing myself, then in a few years they'll be for sale.
Would you be willing if someone wanted a print of one of those? Would you sell a print?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Do you by any chance have the 3 ladies anywhere close by?
Oh yes, give me one moment.
One moment. I'll stay with the people while you go. Okay, guys, look. To help support won't cost you a dime. It will cost a like, a subscription, and a comment. And pass this on to other people. Like I said once before, this will also put you in a contest. Once I hit 100 people that have done this, we are at random getting out our artwork, signing it, and sending it to the person that liked, commented, and send a subscription to the page itself.
Okay, so here are my other babies here.
Wow. Now, when I first saw those, I thought it was one picture.
Right.
But to anyone watching, that is 3 separate pictures. Carrying a child, then carrying the child, and then raising a daughter. That is so beautiful.
Yes. So, and then also like a lot of paintings I do are kind of paint about me. So that's when I was pregnant with my daughter. And it's funny because the first painting I think I did was this one. So I worked backwards. I did her first, then I did that one, and that was the last one that I did.
Wow. Now, is that oil or is that watercolor?
These are acrylic paints.
Acrylic.
Oil paintings. Oil
Okay.
paint takes a very long time to dry.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you. This was
And to let everybody know that once we get enough followers, we're going to have this as a live forum where they can ask questions and possibly even catch you in the process of your creation. We're creating something new, interview while you're doing that as well.
that would be great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I wish you all the best on your vision and execution and manifestation of everything you have desired in your heart too.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Here.
Here we go. And